Well, it's day 2 of the Swan Boat Club crash trial. Just to catch you up to speed, 67-year-old Marshella Chidester, she's facing 2 counts of second-degree murder, 2 counts of killing someone while drunk driving, and 5 counts of seriously injuring someone while drunk driving. She's been accused of drunkenly crashing her car into the side of the pavilion of the Swan Boat Club in December of last year, 2024, killing 2 young children and injuring several more. Day 1 of the trial was supposed to mainly consist of just jury selection, but that wrapped up in about 3.5 hours. So in the afternoon, we started with opening statements, and we got to start hearing from some witnesses on the prosecution side, many of those people being members of law enforcement that either responded to the scene or had some role in investigating after this crash. Now, day 2, we continued with some of those witnesses, and a big witness has to do with the deputy that was tasked with being with Chidester while she was getting a blood draw at the hospital after this crash. Now, the blood draw is important because 5 of these 7 counts have to do with her drunk driving. The defense doesn't think this crash had anything to do with her drunk driving. They've told us before they believe it had something to do with a seizure episode while she was behind the wheel, but it didn't have anything to do with any alcohol that she consumed. The big thing to know about this blood alcohol test was that the results came back showing her way over the legal limit. However, the defense says that's because this test wasn't preserved properly, and while her blood was being stored, it fermented and essentially rose the blood alcohol level while it was contained inside its own vial. The prosecution is going with what those blood alcohol tests showed and arguing that she was drunk while behind the wheel, while the defense says there's more to this story. We also saw several pictures and videos of the crash site, not only right after the crash. We've also seen videos of her car traveling before the crash. We saw those before this trial started, and we saw new ones that show a different angle of how she exited her driveway and potentially ran into another vehicle before she made her way towards the boat club. It also calls into question the timing of her travel, when many believed she was just driving from a restaurant back to her home with the Swan Boat Club in between. The timestamps and the video we saw suggest otherwise.